Okay, so now earlier when it was 29K, we had the way we were analyzing where it stands, whether it's a near 29K at risk or not, or it is coming up and mid level, or it is near the higher previous high, and so on, right? With this, and then I think we will continue in the same manner, but focusing more on this part, because this is a macro level, I would say, crash, and this is a mini crash, unlike. So this is more like a replica of this one, I would say. So mm, in that case, this kind of a, this could pan out in a similar way where it consolidate in this region and move up, right? So if you look at the left hand side, it might create something similar on the right hand side, and then you see, it could eat up whole entire September month, October month, even from that pattern point of view, and then go up. So that's 1 inch. And again, you will see something similar for many coins. The patterns are not going to be too different, and if there are any differences, I'll highlight it, right? So, and also you have to see, so I think on a weekly trend analysis, you have opportunity also to see, I mean, what I say about different coins. I'm not going to suggest you what coin, as you know, but focus on my tone, focus on the words I use for specific coin, and that might give you the idea on weightage, in and that will tell you that which one is better. Another thing you can look, even beyond my words, is any coin which is about to make new all-time high is a better choice. So again, for some, lower price is a better. For me, a higher price is better when it is above resistance. Higher doesn't mean better, but with a condition: higher plus above resistance. Okay, that's better. So if it is, I'm going to break out. So I'm see, I try to give a formula, I try to give conditions. um I that day I shared on buying on dip, in a coding style. If you noted, I also posted under info channel. If you haven't seen it, see it. Also, so basically, I try to give a formula so you can apply to any coin, because the formula is not for coin. You have to understand, the formula is for the condition, or setup, that this is the setup or this is the condition, what makes sense. Because so this is just a chart, it's not about a coin. So this coin is in this, with this setup. If I, another coin would could be in a similar, with a similar setup, and you will see that, which is true. You will see some coins which with a very similar identical structure, and so it doesn't matter, it's not about coin, right? So I try to give some rules, I would say not rules, but guidelines and formula, which can be applicable for any coin. So what you have to identify the situation, in situation and a setup, and then you say, okay, which one to be applied. So and it's always probabilistic, right? So we'll see. So this coin is somewhere in the mid level, and also if you look at, it's not in the higher part of it, so it's an average coin at this moment. Remember, if it pumps up, situation changes, but when you are reviewing every week, you are talking about the present, right? Because let's say we were here, for example, we were here, nothing wrong here with this setup. You see the next candle, nothing wrong until you see this one. When you see this one, situation changes. So when the situation changes, you have to change, reassess and say, okay, how does it look now, right? So that's how it is. So at this moment, I would say this coin is ordinary coin in terms of setup. But again, this is not tagging this coin, this is contextual. Okay, this is about today, this is about current setup. This is even weaker than that one because there's not enough bounce at this moment. The good no, good thing is the earlier bounce was really good, but it came down heavily, and this is even weaker. So our today is 4%, but I purposefully didn't take the 1 day scale. I took the 3 day. I could have actually taken 1 week also, but I thought maybe inner structure will be more clear at the 3 day. But if you look at weekly for this one, for a brief moment of time, it's going down, hardly any bounce, you see, and the week is ending tomorrow. So this coin is going down. I mean, and from a candle analysis point of view, right? No matter how it looks like, how sits up by 4%, but the overall direction is down on a weekly scale. Clearly, it's not even halfway mark. So that's why it's weaker coin. So when you assess it, you have to see. So you don't love your coins, never love your coins, okay? If you're holding, you can, that's I mean, if you have a purpose why you're holding, then fine, but the purpose is not because you like it. um like it only if it is very much beneficial. That's my take. Ada, nice bounce. This is called a good comeback. You see, on a 3 day scale, now it is approaching the high. It's at the upper mid level, which is like positive. It's not staying here. So this shows the strength of a coin. Algo. This has made a new all-time high. I mean new high, right? Uh, so this is the comparison you are going to do when you do which coin has made new all-time high after April May drop. You have to put all those coins into one category. Those are top ones by default, okay, by its nature. At this moment, any from of course in my point of view, any coin which has made new high compared to from its April May high or whatever February early this year, right, new high, those are top coins. First filtering criteria, because they are out of the hurdle, the main resistance. That's the logic behind this statement. So they are exploring, they're discovering new price range. That's why they're number one. uh, Alice is not bad. This is like a consolidation along this line, and we have a horizontal line. So right now it's not today is really good. So I think today is really good, but not good enough. So it has to come to this level, 21 level or something, at least around 20. Then we'll see. Atom is near all-time high. So Atom is actually coin which is making good move, but it's shaky. Um, it's like the coin is this coin is not stable. So overall it is making progress, but if you look at daily, then it's shaky. Okay, so that's the thing. So you have to um, understand its nature, but it's new all-time high. Okay, so let's consider as one of the top ones. So it's down by 3%, 4%, but to me this is about to break out um, sometime, but it hasn't broken about. So of course you can say it has to, we have to wait for it to, because there is a reaction. You see the reaction near this all-time high, which is natural. But another positive thing is it hasn't lost the level. It is still well above its previous candle on this 3 day scale. So 4% down, but not losing its position. You see that point? So this, so this doesn't matter. Daily drop doesn't matter at all. So this is still one of the top ones. EVAX, similar story. This is what happens sometime, right? Near all-time high is a resistance. So you will see why I'm saying, why I said algo is one of the top ones, because it has done its job with a big bang, with volume. Look at the volume. So what happens typically, that when they reaches near all-time high, they get heavy resistance like this. Apex was, sorry, AVAX was awesome. I'm still awesome. But the point is, in the last week I mentioned, even before that I mentioned, no matter how it perform, you have to expect that it's going to take time. It's not because of this recent drop, but I told even before. You can refer my video and see the statement. Probably I would have a box over there, which I removed, because uh, there was a box I actually added anyway. So this is what happens. So this is, I would say, number two, which is about to go up, right? Number one is the coin which is like already up. Number two is where it is about to break above, and number three is all which are in under or below the previous high. These are the three broader category. See, this is a weak coin right now. It's still here, it's not even here. So this is category number three. BNB, same thing, three. It was doing really well, but this drop, nobody escaped from this drop, right? But some coin, like you see, some coin were really good in terms of bounce and recovery. Some coins are exceptionally good, which like algo and few other coins we are going to see. So I hope you're noting how I'm viewing the coin. I'm focusing on the chart, I'm not focusing on the coin. So you focus the life cycle of the wave, you focus on the structure of a wave, then you will never focus on a coin. You will never focus on a coin. And the beauty, you know what? Once you develop that eyesight, then you will be able to find opportunities by yourself. Then you will get into that kind of a TA kind of a mindset beyond trading. Because when I look at the coin, I mean anything like this, it for me, I can deduce it to very few patterns in terms of like what it's trying to do, right? So, and you will be able to do eventually, but that's the real thing. Many people ask about TA and all. I sometimes I won't oversimplify, but to me, you start with some basic stuff, but eventually it's all about visual. To me, see, I'm not using any indicator at this moment. I'm not using even trend line and anything, but I can shortlist and I can tell what, and you will be able to do it as well. I think once you start seeing things, you have to start seeing things, and you won't believe anyone who is attending my weekly video, this trend analysis. So many people think in trend analysis I don't get participation, and I don't think everybody watches the video. But if you really want to learn TA, you, without me being, I mean, teaching something explicitly, you will end up learning, I can tell you. And you will see the difference after 3-4 months, that your vision, the way you see the chart, will be totally different after attending so many calls. So I won't be teaching, I mean, during this weekly call, but you will learn so much if you're paying attention, because I don't talk about a coin at all. I always talk about charts. Anyway, so let's continue. BZRX. So uh, still, it's one of the weak one, a weaker one comparatively. Yeah, so nothing much. Today it's good. um, CELR 19% move, and moving towards all-time high. So you see this is like um, tier 2, so to speak. So Doge is one of the weakest one. Probably this is really one of the bottom ones, because even this phase also there was not enough bounce. I was expecting really it to make a move here, if you ask me. Actually, personally, I also bought some, and but it was disappointing. Then yeah, I thought really it could have gone up from here, should, but it didn't. So this is one of the weakest one. Elon has to do something about it. So dot is one of the good ones. You'll the fast recovery, something like ADA, and now it's heading up. So looking good to me. Look at this. This is a star, another one which is like now tier one. It's going to be right now tier two, because it's not. It touched, actually it made a all-time high briefly, and I would say this is going to be big. Mark my word. This is going to be big. Of course, the big precondition is what? BTC. Okay, that's always a precondition. If BTC goes down, nothing, nothing works. So that's always a precondition, an implicit condition that BTC's health is has to be good for any analysis we do for any alt. Okay, so that's kind of underlying underlying understanding, always. So I'm not spending time on EGLD simply because it's going to do the price discovery like Solana. Okay, so this is one of the top ones I'm going to highlight. It's up to you how you take it. Ethereum is one of the weaker one. Not enough bounce at this moment. Today it's a little bit, but it's not showing any of a bounce like what we saw from ADA, for example. There is nothing, not much of buying at this moment. So okay, sort of. Okay, it's again like a survival mode like BTC, and pretty much very close to BTC in terms of price movement. File did amazing move for 3 days, and then really ordinary performance, because when typically this is little surprising, to be honest, because when you see the momentum like this, you don't see this kind of behavior. This is fine. See this candle, nobody can escape from Bitcoin drop. Okay, that's given. But this is strange. In last 3 days, uh like since yesterday, this should have gone up, right, and continue its momentum. But it's dying. So this is a surprising for me. It has a nice uh boost here, then a consolidation and a nice breakout, right? We called out this breakout on Discovery, by the way. So this breakout was called out. Many other breakout, in fact, on Discovery. If you note, recently, Discovery has been really, I would say, beneficial, because so many calls were spot on. If you go back and browse through, there were like so many calls spot on, like before the breakout and all, even bottom calls. So anyway, so coming back to this one, so this Filecoin is showing weakness, and we have to take it and say, okay, now it's weak, what can we do? So I also personally was focusing more and adding more, but as a trader I have to change mindset. Who is the winner now? See, this is the thing. I Just to share, like when it about to break out, I entered, and I enjoyed the ride. Of course, then I applied my risk management when it was going down and all. Now I was tempting. When it was bouncing, I bought because I thought what I said, that it could continue because that's how it typically behaves. But you have to be dynamic. That means if it doesn't continue, it doesn't maintain its mood. Let me put it this way: it doesn't maintain its mood after the correction. Then you have to recognize that it's upset, it's not in good mood. And then, so being a trader, you have to be dynamic, and say, okay, you know what, it did amazing job, but after correction it's not in good mood, so it's not going to earn me money. So I have to say bye to this coin. So that's something, some kind of analysis you have to do. And a call like this will tell you that relative term, you will, because you if you focus on my words, you will know that without categorizing, without numbering, you will find out how I'm ranking them, right, in a way, because we cannot give 1 2 3 numbers. FTM, look at new, this is tier 1. It has been consistently good, new all-time high, near resistance, strong coin. One of the weakest one, nothing much, drop, nothing much. So this is a dull coin. It had a glory in the past, but for long time that glory is faded, so forgotten. So this coin is a kind of forgotten forgotten coin. File was like that only, but File, because of the recent move, it was in limelight for some time. Maybe GRT in future, we don't know. We don't care about future. People always ask about question about the future, and I said never ask about future. Of course, I people don't like when I say, but here I feel that you know me, so I can talk in this language. Otherwise, when I talk to stranger, I don't talk in this language because they don't understand me. Okay, it's not that I have to be careful about their mood and all. It's not, but I can be misunderstood because it has to be explained properly over call, not just on text, because text doesn't explain my point of view, and also Twitter doesn't explain. There's not enough space to explain that, and also I have no time to explain each and everything, right? So, but here I can tell that I mean, uh, yeah. So uh, sometimes. On this call I can say anything that I feel. So yeah. So this coin, so people ask about future, and I wonder why people ask about future. They think that he knows the future. Of course not. Definitely not. Nobody knows the future. If I know the future, I would not be running business, you know. I would be simply trade based on my future vision. So it's not like that. um, but I'm trying to a step ahead, just a step ahead, just a step ahead. Not that I know a mile away, I just know a step or two step. So that's the only difference. And more importantly, even forget about one step, two step, I know the present well. Many people even don't look at the present. Look, if you assess the present correctly, you don't have to look for the future. You don't have to look, you just have to see the the present. If the present is good, the future is good. The the present, all it's always like that. Even for about your health, if you're healthy now, today, you will be healthy tomorrow. If you are weakening compared to yesterday, you're likely to be weaker tomorrow. Isn't it so? I mean, it's given, right? So that's trend analysis, simple. So if you were weaker yesterday, but today you feel good, let's say you are sick, you are ill, and today you feel good. Tomorrow is likely, the probability of your health, you're likely to be better than today, because it's improving. What you're seeing is not the future, but the present with respect to the past. So the question about future is totally hopeless. In fact, that tells that that person has no clue whatsoever about this business. He or she just came in because somebody else came, that there is money in this business. See, this is a business. Okay, trading is not about buy and sell button click. It's not about clicking buttons. So see, this so many people are in this business. Why? Because opening account is quick, it's free. Clicking a buy sell button is so easy. So even fifth grader can open an account and clicking buttons. So it's so easy that so many people have entered in this space, but in reality they are not ready. They are in the space but they are not ready, right? And they ask, and their questions tell me, you know that how far they are in terms of their trading skill. Their question, you don't have to know how much they are making profit. Okay, their question will tell me where they stand in their trading skill. So anyone who asks about future, I assume that he has no clue about trading. The Always look for the trend, which is always about the historical data, and look for the present, the current setup, and the current setup will tell how it will unfold probabilistically, the analysis we are doing, right? So let's continue. So right now this is weak coin, so if given a choice, nobody will buy this. HNT was good, really good, but now still it's not in a good mood at this moment, but it's really good. Why? Because it's got a support from its all-time high, so it's still above on roughly above the all-time previous all-time high, so it's still a strong coin. ICP, it hasn't been consistent. It is making higher low, so that's the only positive part. If you look at, this is the retest, this is the low retest, higher low, nice move, consolidation, up move. I won't blame ICP for this one because it was going to go up from here, but here it should show good bounce, which is not showing at this moment. So right now showing some weakness here. Okay, IOTA is really has performed well here. Right now it's very volatile in nature. So this is a coin which with volatility, but it's approaching the all-time high, which is good news. But for last 3 days, it's not good. It's still here. We want it somewhere here. Then I would say it's good. Otherwise, so right now it's okay sort of coin. Nothing great about it. Kawa is a weak coin. Still it's near all-time previous all-time high after hitting this one, but this is weakness. KCS also showing weakness here. Again, the trend wise, it's uptrend. Trend is not broken at all at this moment, but and today it's up by 4%, and now it's consolidating. But again, we would like it to back near 15, then it makes sense. Right now, this is not the coin you would think about. KSM is looking good to me. This is, look at that. This is called, it does, see, this is like, I don't want to die. This is called that. This is the bounce that you would like to see. Okay, I was, this is like I was put under pressure, but I don't want to be under that pressure. That's the attitude here. So KSM says, don't try to dominate me. I don't want to get dominated. So this is the, so when you see this kind of nature, that makes the coin different than others. So see, what I'm saying is, this is not about KSM. This is about a chart, this behavior. So I hope you're getting my point, which I made earlier. that this is not about KSM. This could be any coin, but any coin with this kind of behavior is positive. So I'm trying to give a formula here. This is weak. You see, this kind of behavior is observed from many coins. So there's nothing much nice. It had actually started moving really nice. I must say that. So even I like that. This last 1 week or so, couple of weeks, I think it really did well. But in last 3 days, not enough. Not enough. LTC today it's up, but okay, sort of. Still, it's overall it's a weaker coin. Luna, look at that. This is coin. See, it's down by 7%, but it's still one of the strongest coin. Okay, this is top tier one coin. Simply because it made new all-time high. Why? This is even better because forget about this bounce. It made a new high. So this is one of the top ones. And also give you some hint, when you see this kind of structure and if it is away from its resistance, there's also always underlying understanding that any coin, no matter how they are, if they are near the resistance, that means you have to wait, right? That means because at resistance it reacts. So wherever it's next resistance, do I have it here? So see R3, still you have to measure. So do I have some gap here? Yeah, you have enough space here, so you cannot miss this. So when you see this kind of a drop, it's an opportunity, right? Provided BTC behaves. So that's always the case in this situation in general. So when you see this kind of a drop, right, this is free money. So how you see, you don't see 7% drop. What you see is it has made new all-time high. It is away from resistance. Good to go. Not a financial advice. This is my style of doing it, so I'm just sharing with you. Nothing much on Mana for now. It had hit this resistance, interim resistance, and then just came down. Could have gone up if this would not have happened. Yeah. Thematic is also one of the weakest one at this moment. The today it's a little better, 4% up. It reacted from the resistance. So this was also, I would say, the same, that it could have actually gone up because this was about to break about the resistance we have this at this 1.9 level, and then but it came down. I like the bounce so far. At least it's not near the low, which is good. but um but it's okay. So once it breaks above, then I think the real we accept. I mean, we want to see how it does, because this is one of the superstars, right, from past. So we would like to see how it does. What if can it continue the same after breaking above this interim resistance near 1.9, right? And that's something is going to be very exciting. So let's see. MKR week one. Look at that. There's no sign of bounce at this moment. So I think I'll drop MKR. Maybe we'll get some other coin. I don't see any value in MKR, so I'm going to drop it. I will recruit some other. We'll add some other. Maybe I'll vote. I mean, I usually choose, but maybe I'll get something from Pulse and mix up. I'll it has to be good for me. It's not just about voting. Active list, I don't go by votes, but from Pulse Call I do get to know that what you guys like, and I when I select, I try to get your interest in my assessment, and I put together an ad. Okay, so NKN, mm, not bad. I mean, right now there's nothing for last 3 days for sure. It was really doing well earlier and really on track, but right now there's nothing much. Today it's good. RLC, I think I should drop this coin as well. So RLC MKR must go. So we'll make space for two more. SKL was really started going up. I saw some momentum. Also, the bounce was really good. If you look at this one, right, it's not just halfway higher. It went above this candle, which was really good. But for last 3 days, it's showing some weakness. So, yeah, bit of volatility here. This is the star, undisputed star. Look at the consistency of this coin. It has actually diverged Bitcoin in one way. This is the only coin we can say it is really not listening to Bitcoin. I mean, from the active list coin, maybe there are a couple of other coins. I saw QNT. Maybe I'll add QNT. So we'll drop MKR and RLC. We'll add QNT, and I'll look for one more coin. I think we can draw a few coins and try to get something new. So Salona, many people thought it's going to die. It's not dying, and there's no sign of weakness at all. It doesn't have even the red candle on a 3-day scale. This is the only coin which doesn't have red candle, at least in our list. So you tell me, how would you judge this coin? This is number one coin, undisputed star, winner. Where is red candle? Oh my goodness, this is a crazy coin. Okay, so SRM, something you have to focus. This is going to be another one. I will put the same. I would put this one into the same category as EGLD and Algo. So I won't talk about it. It's just good. It's just good. Uh, this is week one. Sushi. I don't know. I mean, this is not something I'm liking. This coin. Maybe this is. It really did well, but very volatile. Even this journey was not straightforward. In a 3-day scale, if you look at this, is also very volatile. So I'm if I had to drop, this could be another coin. I would say. I'm not liking this coin. So maybe too much of volatility. There's no clear trend to this. This is like more like a very moody nature. Yeah, okay. Tell, not bad, but 3 days, not so good, I would say. I'm keeping this coin because of its amazing past. So maybe once it breaks about this, then I would like to see if it can repeat itself. Because this is the I would say dream run of any coin, even from a TA point of view. When you see this structure, this is like a dream structure. This is how you would like to see. I mean, this is fabulous. So that's why this coin is will we have to keep it because of its past. Theta reacted sharply in last 3 days, not much, right? So yeah, showing some weakness in last 3 days. Uni, there's nothing much. So uni, I would put the same category as sushi. When we have to remove, probably we'll remove one of these two. I don't see anything. I don't know. I I I never liked this coin except this phase. I mean, comparatively speaking. So maybe the uni might go out. VET, not much in last 3 days. It was doing really well. Something like Link, it was really going to go up from here. Right now we have to watch and wait and watch. We are a holding up nicely. So this is something like KSM. KSM was a little better, but ADF or kind of that kind of point is uh, it is trying to it recovered quickly and staying at a higher level, previous level. So this is one of the good ones, right? And a near all-time high. So next move could be all-time high and then new all-time high. So VRA is one of the good ones. Waves is also like one of the top ones, at this one is a good one. So it's preparing for new all-time high. This is volatile coin, so you have to make a note of it. So it's not easy to handle. You have to zoom out in a weekly scale and track this one. On a daily scale is going to give you tough time. This also recovered fully. If you look at this, it has erased the loss totally. Awesome. No red candle on a 3-day scale. Awesome. So WRX is showing weakness. There's nothing much. This is also coin something I might drop it. I kept it because of its past, but if it doesn't repeat the past, this has to go. So I think we are getting rid of two coins which I mentioned, right? One is Maker, another is RLC. We'll break QNT, and maybe I'll look for another coin. And then maybe if Uni doesn't do well and Sushi doesn't do well, they must go as well, and then we'll go for two more. I would keep the list same in terms of count and size, otherwise it will go exponentially, and it's not possible. And under ad hoc ad hoc channel I update. So anyway, but going through so many coins, it's not easy maintaining the life cycle. You see how much time it takes. Anyway, so I think that's it from alt point of view. Feel free to ask me any question. I'm stopping this recording.